Good day, lords and ladies, and welcome back to Battle Brothers. Before we quickly start off, here is the map seed for anyone who basically is interested in playing my world. 37B85E, if they want to recreate their own little adventure. So, money situation isn't too bad. We've just finished our first sort of morale, well, our first sort of goal, which was to get 12 members, so that's good. Which is, it's not too bad. I mean, I could arm him with a spear. There we go, so we have a nice smattering of spearmen throughout the ranks. Need to start working on getting some better armour, really. Let's see if we can find some work. I'm trying to figure out who I want to basically side with come the Civil War. Because we're day 25, Civil War tends to kick off, I believe, around day 85 to 100, which is when the first crisis sort of kicks off. I believe it kicks off mostly towards the 100 mark. But I'm trying to figure out who would be the best faction to basically side with. Perhaps House Eldritch might be a good idea, or House Isenstein, because they seem to be relatively good position. I'm thinking basically the Stag House down here. So I have problems with the name. The Eldritch House, or House of Eldritch, probably the best one to go for. They have the most holdings. The only downside is that they're really spread out, and because their holdings are mostly on the coast, it's going to be an absolute monster to hold anything. Mittendorf. No contracts. We need to find some work. Let's go down to here and see if we can find anything. What else should we talk about? Well, everything's all over the place at the moment, I think. Our world's a bit turned upside down here in Battle Brothers, and to be honest, Mountain Blade is becoming a bit hectic as well. Level 2 contract. Let's talk money. If we paid more, okay. Wilhelm in the east. Basically, that job is that we just have to escort more cargo to there, which is okay, but I'm not. There's only so much times we can do that for our luck to hold out. We need to find some jobs soon, though. How's our holdings with these people? Neutral. Level 1. What's this? Hoi, Guild of the Trademaster turns to you and as you look from somewhere else. Hey, mercenary, how long has it been since you slated your sword with the blood of evil, cruel men? He drops the sarcasm, and you figure you will be standing now. We here at Heckendorf have a bit of a tiff with some of the local brigands, local to us that is. Their little rat hole not far from here. Obviously, I think the answer to this issue would be hire some finely armed men, such as yourselves. So let's just pique your interest. Let's talk money. Need to be paid more. It's not great, but it should get rid of this so we can actually get some stuff. All their stuff here is rubbish, to be honest. Food is okay for a little bit. Money's a pain. Alright, where's the... They said it was... Really? That's nearby for you, is it? This might not have even been worth it. The problem is they say, oh, it's right nearby, and so you take the job, and then it's literally halfway across the world, so the pay barely covers your travelling expenses. I should have just taken the escort job. I suppose it will improve my relations with this faction, well, with the village slightly. 3 days worth of food. We should be okay in food to get back just about. Some brigand poachers, some brigand thugs, brigand marksmen, some brigand raiders. No. Screw it. Let's see how badly that's affected my reputation. I'm recognisable. They're neutral. They're unfriendly towards me. Well, your own damn fault. Pay me that little amount of money to go and risk my neck. We need a new goal. Probably the battle standard because they're useful. Right, I'm just gonna go and take the escort job. I didn't want to do it, but it's good pay. These guys can go swing from a tree because they were paying the absolute pittance to deal with something that had it's like some raiders. So you're looking between three. For that kind, let's see some. You're supposed to probably be like 3 or 4 raiders, which is like no joke. And it's like, oh, here you go, 300 crowns. It's like, no, sorry. Right, we'll grab the escort job. Accept this contract. And hopefully the mercenaries that are going along the road should keep it clear for us for a bit. Food shouldn't be a problem. The only downside is obviously we burn through cash doing this. Holy... Okay, they wiped out the mercenaries. That's worrying. They must have a bandit camp around here somewhere. That's a large group of mercenaries. A few brigand poachers, many bandit thugs. So you're probably looking at 9 thugs. The way that I tell stuff in this, the way that I tell numbers in this game is that when they say, for example, some raiders, for example, with some raiders you're looking probably going to be a minimum. See, like this guy here is going to. Yeah, some raiders. You're probably a few bandit thugs, a few bandit marksmen. So let's take this for example. When you say a few thugs, you're probably looking at 3 to 4 thugs. Well, in this setup, you're probably looking at 2 to 3 thugs, maybe 2 to 3 marksmen, and likely 4 maybe more raiders. It depends. When they say some, it's normally between, I think, 4 to 5, maybe more. But the mercenaries should be able to take care of them. I was hoping we were going to have a mercenary company on the road. Ruins, that's not a good sign. My money should hold out for 5 more days, so we should get there. The problem is it's this horseshoe, I would say, this bend in the road here, which is the thing that worries me the most, because it's a massive detour. I'd wish that they'd cut a road through here, through these mountains, and we could have taken the end off of it. We should have the money's not too bad, we should get there okay. Join us at the campfire. You sit about the fire, much talk to me about this and that. The Battle of Many Names. I took part. Vanguard, front and centre. No, I don't know what to talk about it. I get the feeling that the developers are using, for that particular event, all you have is like advice. But I get the feeling that sooner or later the developers are going to do an update and that stuff is going to change, so that you may get like a vampire attack or something. Because I wouldn't, because that's a very traditional developer thing to do, is to have a series of events. For example, take the game Stellaris. At the moment, well, initially you had a particular artwork that popped up every time you had a late game crisis appeared. But now they've switched that around so it appears throughout the game for other things, and it's making everyone super jumpy. And I wouldn't put it past them to do that with this game, where they would have that event and no one's expecting it to need to turn hostile. Right. We can drop off our supplies. People are still missing. Well, I'm all ears. Erwin the Elder takes the book from himself, he sets it down. Do you believe a monster sellsword? I am asking honestly, as I believe you have a better walkabout this world than I have. You don't speak more than just a belief, yes. The man thumbs up another page, he looks up at you. Well, I believe the monsters have come to Wilmshelm. I believe these people are going to missing, understand where this is going. Okay, let's talk money. We need to be paid more, okay. It's not very much, but I need... It's evening, okay. What are we looking at? If it's Nazgul... Oh, sorry, Nazgul? What is this? No, it's direwolves. Okay. let's see if we can partner up with this mercenary company for a second. So you stumble across. Are they coming? Still coming on? Oh, curses! I thought they'd given up the chase. There's 6 of them. That's going to be interesting. Are these ferocious ones or just your typical direwolf? Okay, these are going to be just your typical direwolves. Point blank shoot him, get rid of his armour, stab him. Oh, he missed, that's not great. Right. Probably Lass's head. And then we've got a shield. Because we need to start moving to reinforce this flank. Keep him tucked back slightly because he's a slightly more soft target. Stabbed at the creature's leg and it screams. Pierced its side. He can't get up. Hold off for a turn because I want to move him up. Morale breaking. Cut its artery wide open. It's probably going to bleed out. I should have probably pushed it back and then done a shield wall. Kill it off to start breaking its morale and shield wall up. He can jump in here to give additional support. Depends where the rest are going to go. Right here. Let's start on the one whose morale is weakest. He missed it again, which is annoying. We'll reload and take a shot at this one. Get rid of its armour. Jump up here and let's try and stun it. We missed. Right, who's the one we want to beat on now? Probably this one because he's the one that's most surrounded and you get benefit. Get rid of its armour. Nice shot. I'm working on this one because if we can get its morale to break, ripped its ear clean off, put bleeding all over it. Bleeding's very useful. One thing I will say is never underestimate the damage that bleeding will do in this game. I'm going to jump in here and we are going to... I was hoping to gang up on him. We broke that one. He's got no body armour left, so let's crush this one's fingers and really hurt its ankle. Oh, that's not great. We need to stab this one. Yeah, pierced its front paw, it screeches and staggers back. I mean, look at it, it's got like sprained ankle, pierced hand, crushed fingers, crushed fingers. Let's try and put it down, shall we? We missed. Stab it some more. We missed that one, unfortunately. I was hoping that was going to break its morale. Broke its ribs and it sort of screeches as the blow lands. Just keep pounding on it. Ripped opens its side. Missed with the archer. Let's see if we can get behind it and break this one's morale. I don't think we can, but we still managed to kill it anyway. Smack at the mace. Lovely done. Run them down. They're all probably going to flee at this point, so it's not any real fuss. Whack his health wide open. I'm not going to shoot in case I hit my own men. into its eye socket. This is just a good chance for people to get experience by wailing on things. Finish it off. Cut its leg wide open. It sort of screeches at the blade as the cleaver buries itself in its leg. It should pretty much die soon enough. Ah, curses. And we finish it off. No, like, serious injuries. We probably took a bit too much damage, to be honest, like armor-wise. The beast is slain. Your audio men take pelts as trophies. $260 gold, that's not so bad. Don't worry, I will keep reading the stuff. Sometimes I just want to sort of get the thing moving, basically. Trading resource. We do need food. Before anything else, we need to buy food. Wolf pelts. Not offering fantastic money for them. Is there anything else here that's worth anything? No. Repair tools? No. The wood's cheap. I could probably buy it and sell it back one of the larger cities for a little bit of a profit. I suppose I should really do that. Is there anything else? Nope. Anybody down here worth taking? I have to be careful about how much money I'm investing in hiring people, because I really don't have the resources. Oh, I suppose I could grab him. Tailor. We might be able to get the pardon me, we might be able to get the special event where it pops out direwolf armor. That might be worth it. Is he any good for anything? It's like, not really, no. Okay, give him that. Give him a shield. Give him a spear. What do you want to call him? I do actually have a new name that someone wanted us to use. Here we go. Cynical. There we go. Yeah, I'm hoping more than anything else that he'll literally kick off the trait that you get the better armor for by using direwolf pelts. But at the moment my money's a bit low. So now we need to find somewhere that will accept this wood. And it needs to be relatively far away. Probably this castle here. The stone keep up north. So if we rush back up there and get the wood off, we'll probably make a little bit of profit. Why are we going that way? Or is it saying that it's the fastest route? Okay. This is the thing I find ironic, is like, it's the fastest route possible to take is by going for a mast, and you know that the road network in this area is terrible. Oh boy. Okay, that's not good to see. They've been raided, so they're not going to be giving me good price for stuff, but still, not bad. Made a little bit of money. Probably going to sell the throwing axes, I don't really use them that much. Tools here aren't too bad, but I'm going to hold off to see what the price down west is, well, southwest is again. And now I'm going to basically dart back down. I'm going to dart back down here, see if there's any work. I probably want to start thinking about maybe being able to do faction jobs, because a lot of the strongholds around here are faction only, which, to be honest, faction jobs I don't like doing. There are some that aren't too bad, like the road escort jobs, but some of them are absolutely terrible. And as an associate of mine pointed out, to be honest, faction jobs actually don't pay that well in the grand scheme of things. You get underpaid a lot for your work when you work for factions in this game, so it's not always the best. Level 2. What's their tools? Oh god, their tools are so expensive. I should have bought the stuff up north. What's the level? What's this job? Level 2 bandit clearance. That's going to be mostly raiders. Not interested. And yes, I know that if I went and did that particular clean-up job, I probably would have gotten rid of the... I would have gotten rid of the raiding trait that they had. Well, the raiding caravan raids on the settlement, and the prices would have been cheaper. Level 2, missing people. That's going to be against those horrible monsters, isn't it? Right, let's what's level. Seriously? Right, don't judge me. I just hate doing that. I really hate doing that particular mission. I'm gonna go around down here, see if they have any better armor. I want to buy some better armor if I can, and then we'll probably take a job. I was hoping that the tailor would basically kick off the scenario. The whole, oh, you've got a tailor in your party. Do we have to have him on the front lines? I can't tell. Trenton leveled up. His morale's terrible, so we better buff that and give him Colossi or Colossus. Food's holding out still. We need work. That's the thing we do need to do. How looks their market? Not bad. I mean, I could get a couple of slightly cheaper suits of armour and fix them back up. I might do that. So it saves me a bit of money, though I will have to obviously pay for better, well, for more tools sooner rather than later. Who are some of my better warriors? He needs to have some armour on. He needs to have some armour on. He can have that. He can have that. I need to get some more weapons for people, really. Do I just sell the pelts? I don't know. How does the tool situation look? We're going to eat into our tools a bit. Food situation isn't fantastic. Money's looking... Some level 2 contracts. Man fleecing a sheep looks over to you, the runt wriggling around. I said, just eat this little bastard. Look at her go. Quit it, would you? He elbows the beast in it bleats, cursing back as much sapience as the sheep can muster. The man looks up at you again. Say, that seltzer everyone's been talking about. Should probably tell you, I guess, well, that Ergun of Krakenland's been looking for you. The sheep jumps and attempts to escape, but the man slams down. You little git, I'll milk your tits dry if you try that again. Right, it's caravan escort. What have we been paid? Did we paid more for this? Havard. That's not so bad. Let's accept that. And we'll go with the caravan. I mean, it's not fantastic, but I find the problem with caravan duty is it's really a sort of like Russian roulette situation, which is that it's fine as long as you know the road that you're on, because then you can sort of gauge what you're going to meet. Other times it can be absolutely terrible and you'll suffer a party wipe because you'll literally come across like 25 orcs. It's easier now. Do we want to... Let us just help the guy. We get some tools and supplies. That one can be... This encounter here along the road when you meet the broken down cart can be nasty. Partly because you can end up having injuries like crushed fingers and stuff, which is always a pain. Right, where are we going exactly? Up here, yeah, as I thought. Caravan escort isn't great, but at the end of the day, I'd rather do a caravan escort and have the risk of meeting something really nasty than taking a level 2 contract, which is like clearing out bandits. And it's a risk-reward scenario, which is that if you're playing it safe, you can probably get through a level 2 encounter with a party without too much damage, though there's always a risk that you basically are going to suffer losses. If you're doing a caravan escort job, the risks are much higher that you're going to meet something nastier, but at the same time you may not meet anything at all and literally get paid like 1,000 gold for doing nothing except travelling. Plus your food doesn't get eaten. So it's one of those really hard scenarios that you have to weigh up. Do I take the risk of escorting a caravan? Normally the level of skulls determine how difficult the route's going to be, but it can also indicate how far you're going to have to travel. Though I have seen it literally, if you're going between two villages and the place is infested with orcs, you will literally have like a high level contract. Let's drop this off. Rich Sil, the Harvard caravan leader, turns to you, a large satchel in the hand. Thanks for getting us here, Sir Sword. You take it and hand it over to Trenton the Fox for counting. He nods, and when he's finished, the caravan leader smiles. Also, thanks for not betraying us and, you know, slaughtering us to a man and all that. The mercenaries get thanked in the strangest of ways, you think. Right, we're in town. Let's just wait for a little bit until morning comes. Did they have any? No, they got cheap food. Not cheap tools, unfortunately, which I'm not particularly happy about. Pitchforks here. I should probably buy these because I need to basically get my archers with pole arms. Even if they have... I mean, they haven't got terrible morale. Oh, he's already got a pole arm. Curses. Didn't think that. Who do I want to pull off the line? So I want to have another person that can wield a pole arm, really. Let's take C-Mod. I mean, he's got okay stuff. Actually, to be honest, C-Mod's probably going to... I'll probably take him then, because he's got... I mean, his stuff is terrible, but he's better than nobody, I think. Right, there we go. I need to get some better gear for them, really. Money's not so bad at the moment. We're holding out okay. Pelts. Ooh, their pelts are not too bad, though. Well, it's... medicine. Anybody in town worth taking? Ooh, a berserker. If I can get money, I'll come back and grab him because they're really useful. What's this level 1 contract? It's the stupid Undead Legion. I'm gonna have to do it at some point. Okay. See this spot right here, the Dead Gate Crypt. Havard used to worship a relic by the name of the Elder Stone. But the townsfolk are saying it's gone missing, and well, for whatever reason they think it's there. I have no men to hire and see, for the roads are dangerous and I can't afford to pay for failure, but you, Sellsword, seem up to the task. Would you go there and find the Elder Stone for us? What's the pay? Need to be paid more for this. So basically it's 370 for this mission. We need time to consider it. Perhaps that might be the thing that we do next time. The Ancient Empire stuff is always a pain. The other problem that we have is I don't know where it's going to spawn, because if it spawns right down here we'll burn a lot of money. All we can do is hope that we get some decent gold or treasure out of it, like ancient coins or ancient artifacts to sell. Otherwise we'll come out of a net loss. I've been Cornish-Knight. If you have liked, please press the like button. If you wish to subscribe, please press the subscription button. You can follow me on Facebook and Twitter at links provided below, or leave a comment in the comment section if you want a character named in the run. But just make sure that I know that's what you want. How are you guys finding it? Let me know. I still love this game. I think it's a really great game, and by all accounts, developers have got nice, interesting plans for DLC to come, though they are refusing to tell anyone about it. Which is a shame, because I really want to know. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.